Does protein cause osteoporosis and other myths? Not so long ago, high-protein diets were all at the rage. There were opposing viewpoints with regard to these diets, however. One side claimed that high-protein diets were unhealthy, while the other declared them the saving grace of the dieting industry. Unfortunately, the high-protein diets popularized at that time were not as healthy as they should have been. The long-term effects of these diets are just now being realized by former followers. There were also several theories that came about, some that have been debunked and some that just will not die. For instance, the myth that protein causes osteoporosis is one that originates from these high-protein diets of the past. The theory is simple: excess protein in the body causes the acidity of the blood to be higher. In turn, the body must then use minerals from its own bone stores to buffer the blood and bring it back to the right level of acidity. This will then deplete the minerals and leach additional calcium into the kidneys, where it is then filtered, sent to the bladder and excreted in the urine. New studies are finding that this is not the case in the majority of people, and that protein is actually beneficial to slowing the progression of osteoporosis and may prevent it from even starting. Osteoporosis affects nearly all women to some degree, with estimates saying that nearly 90% are affected by the time that they reach age 75. Men are rarely affected by the disease, with only about January 8th of the male population having any degree of osteoporosis. Common risk factors include being Asian or Caucasian, particularly individuals of thin-framed builds, heavy alcohol use, smoking, and the use of certain types of medications. Having other diseases and conditions can also increase your risk of osteoporosis, as can genetics. A sedentary lifestyle is also a risk factor for osteoporosis. Osteoporosis can lead to stress and other types of fractures, particularly of the hip and the wrist, which affects women 10 times more frequently than it does men. It is important that all women who are aged 65 or older have a bone density scan to determine the condition of their bones. However, for those who are at increased risk for the condition, the testing may be ordered sooner. Source: Hummer, 2005. Because of the myth about protein and osteoporosis, many of the women who were at the highest risk stopped eating protein foods, which may have caused them even further problems. The new studies show that in addition to protecting existing bone density, a higher level of protein may help the body to recreate some of the bone that has been lost. In addition, active people need more protein, and weight-bearing exercise has been shown to help protect against fractures with osteoporosis. In addition to these benefits, protein has been shown to reduce the blood pressure and decrease stroke mortality, yet another concern of women who are over 65. While protein does not cause calcium loss in the average, healthy person, it might exacerbate the loss in those who have kidney disease, because the kidneys will not be able to properly filter the proteins that are left over from digestion. It is important that all testing and follow-up doctor visits be completed to protect bone health. It is also important for the doctor to discuss the right diet plan for the woman so that she can make informed choices about what she is eating. She may need to actually increase her protein intake. Protein supplements and activity level for osteoporosis. In addition to a healthy, balanced diet, it is important to know that there are protein supplements that can be useful as well. Making sure that you are getting enough protein is only one of the things that supplements can accomplish. They can also help you have enough energy to be more active. Being more active can help keep your bones strong and protect you from fractures. ProfectR from Protica is one of the smallest protein supplements available on the market, but gives 25 grams of protein per serving with 0 carbohydrates and 0 fats. Osteoporosis, nutrition and activity level. A case study: Madeline is a 66-year-old, thin-framed, Asian woman. While her diet is high in rice and other grains, she tends to skimp on the meat and the dairy, leaving her with a small deficit in protein and a more concerning, larger deficit in calcium intake. Because she already has 2 known risk factors for osteoporosis and is in the right age category, her doctor suggests that she have a bone density test, which reveals some very troubling results. The bone loss that is shown is already in the dangerous zone, putting her at higher risk for fractures from simple falls than a woman of her peer group with better bone health. For many women, a fracture especially in the back or hips can be the beginning of invalidism and may also be the impetus to a premature death. The doctor puts her on medication that is meant to slow the progression of the disease and will hopefully help her to regain some of the bone that she has already lost. In addition, the doctor wants her to start working out, doing weight resistance exercises and walking more often. She will also start using a protein supplement to boost her protein intake. She likes ProfectR because she can take it out to the yard when she is doing her gardening or drink it in the morning before she starts her busy day. It gives her energy for the day and has a number of flavors, so she can pick and choose her favorites. If she needs to, she can mix it with other foods and beverages,